A very happy morning to all my dear children. Welcome back to your computer class. Dear children, we were studying your chapter number 1, that is evolution of computers. Today we are going to move to part 4 of this chapter. In our last video lesson, we have studied about the second and the third generation of computers. Today in this class we will study about the fourth and the fifth generation of computers. The fourth generation of computers refers to the generation of computers that is the present day of computers. Now, the fourth generation of computers have microprocessor based unit. Now, in the fourth generation, microprocessor based system was being there. Now, what is microprocessor? I will show you the image. This is a type of a microprocessor. You can also say it is a central processing unit which is being fixed on the integrated circuit. It is a type of a integrated circuit, that is IC. Okay, it is being based on this. Okay, this is a CPU. Is it clear, dear children? Next, they are the cheapest among the all generation of computer. बहुत ही cheap थे as compared to the previous generations. The speed, accuracy and reliability was also better as compared to the previous generation. Next, they have much greater computing power as well and the storage capacity as well. The storage capacity was very large as compared to the previous generation computers. A few further refinement of input and output devices was developed. That means the ways in which we give the input to the computer, there was been development in this input and the output devices. Networking between the system was also possible. It was also developed as we can carry the laptops at any place we want. Okay, so there was a proper networking between the systems and there was a development as well. Now here are some examples, that is IBM PC and Apple Macintosh are the examples of fourth generation computers. These two are the examples of the fourth generation computers. Next, you are having the fifth generation computers. Now the fifth generation computers are in the development stage. The main goal of the fifth generation is to develop the devices which would respond to the natural language input and are capable of learning and self-organization. That means they will be capable of learning as well as the self-organization must be there in the fifth generation computers. Quantum computation and molecular and nanotechnology will be used in this technology. Now what all things will be used? The quantum computation, the molecular and the nanotechnology. Now these are some typical terms referred here. Okay, dear children, you just have to understand like what are the terms which are being used. What are the things which are being used in the fifth generation computers. That is the quantum computation and molecular and nanotechnology will be used. So, we can say that the fifth generation computer will the power of human intelligence. It will have the power of human intelligence. Okay. Some are the characteristics which we can say. The fifth generation computers will use a super large scale integrated circuits. It will use a large scale integrated circuit. I will show you an example. This is a type of a fifth generation computer. As you can see, these type of computers which we will get in the development stage in the future generations of the computers. They will have artificial intelligence as well. They will be able to recognize the images and graphs. they will be able to recognize means वो they will be able to see that each and every, they will be able to identify as well all the images and graphs as well. Fifth generation computers aim to be solve highly complex problems including decision making, logical reasoning and etc. They will be able to do all these things, that is decision making and logical reasoning as well. They will be able to use more than one CPU for faster processing speed. Like one CPU, more than one CPU will be used for the processing speed so that they can work very fast. Fifth generation computers are intended to work with natural language. They will be intended to work with the natural language, the languages which we are using. Some other examples, the Cray CS300 series is an example of the supercomputers. It is an example of the fifth generation computer as well. Dear children, now let's see the small worksheet what you have to do in the notebook. Now see dear children, this table is there in your textbook. Okay, what you have to do? You have to draw this table in the notebook so that you will be able to learn and you will be able to compare between the all generations of computers. Okay, the first generation, second generation, third and the fourth. Then period is also written here. Then the main component is written here. You don't have to write down the characteristics. आप characteristics notebook में नहीं लिखोगे. You will only refer it from the textbook. Is it clear? What you have to write in notebook? Column 1, column 2, column 3 and column 5. That are the examples. So that you will be able to refer them very easily and to learn them as well. Because ये सारी चीज़ें जो भी हैं आपके objective questions में आ सकती हैं. Is it clear? So you will draw this table in your computer notebook and you have to draw column 1, 2, 3 and 5, not the column 4. Is it clear? Next you are having a small action time. Write the full forms of the following. These full forms we have studied in our previous classes, that is ENIAC, UNIVAC and IC. IC का full form मैम ने आपको इसी video lesson में बताया. It is not there in the textbook. So you have to watch the video lesson, you have to listen it very carefully and then you have to answer it. We will meet next time with something more interesting in this chapter. Till then, bye-bye. God bless you all.